Hey everybody! Trying to get everything situated right here. The light doesn't quite seem to be right, but hey, we'll run with it. Today is Thursday. It's time for another show, and we're letting people get into our. Let's just say we're letting people get populated into our little Facebook Live. This is always fun. I had to figure out, my phone was dying. I had to figure out a way to put my phone on this stand and charge it at the same time. It's kind of weird, but we shall see. Now, if you want to ask your question live, you have to turn your phone landscape ways. So get ready. If you have a question, let me know you have a question and I will call on you. I have my water, so got some announcements. Let's see. I went to the doctor last week and my blood pressure has been up. But, I got my medicine regulated and now I'm off all sugars. I read a book yesterday. Oh my. I listened to a book yesterday, and it's called The Case Against Sugar by Gary Taubes, and it is an amazing book. Sugar is poison, and the faster we learn about sugar being poison, the better off we're going to be. So, y'all, we got to quit pumping our veins full of sugar, because I got the diagnosis, not that I was pre-diabetic, that I'm diabetic. So I'm going to take 90 days and focus on no sugars, no starches, and no breads, and see how that works. And then I have a new doctor. Her name is Dr. Carly Brown, and she does a different type of practice. And I'm excited about getting a new doctor, somebody that seems like they care. And when I wasn't responding to her emails the other day, she calls me up on the phone. She says, "You get my messages?" So that meant a lot to me. And I'm ready to deal with the weight. Although I've dealt with it before, it doesn't seem to stay off. So I have to make a lifestyle change. And that lifestyle change is going to be taking care of me, and taking care of me in a way that, we're all addicted to sugar. We all love the taste of sugar. It's worse than any. It's another drug. It's my drug of choice. Sugar and carbs. Carbs are my drug of choice. So let's address those problems, and let's try to get rid of some of my weight. That's what I'm going to try to do for the rest of the summer, and probably for the rest of my life. My hair is getting better. I can put it behind my ears now, and it's sticking out a little bit right there. But hey, I'm happy. It's growing, and I'm good. So anybody got a question? We're populating here. Let's just say we got people from Canada, and San Diego. I mean, we were doing low carb before low carb was a fad. Leanne and I were. We started low carb when we wrote the book Body Clutter. It deals with our book Body Clutter. It talks about no carb and addressing things. Now, for me, I fasted during the month of March for 21 days, and it was a wonderful experience for me to fast. I only had vegetable broth and bone broth, and it just was a good thing for me to do this. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. And I keep getting notifications. Anyway, so I've been practicing intermittent fasting for this week. Intermittent fasting for 23 and a half hours. And let's see how that goes. I'm gonna try this for 90 days. And on October the 11th, when I get my blood tested, I'll see how it all works. Now, I got to get tough. You know, we pretend like we know what we're doing when really we just need somebody to tell us what to do. And if after 3 months I can't control the sugar levels on my own, then I will take the medication that Dr. Brown wants me to take. That's my commitment. I'm going to study about this medication, and I'm going to do the things that she wants me to do. But I'm going to try it my way. Isn't that how all of us control freaks do it? We got to try it my way. But I know this works for me. This works for me. It has worked for me in the past. I did it for 2 years. My biggest fear is getting anemic because I'm not eating any flour. So I'm going to try this for 3 months and see how it works. And then I'm going to, if it doesn't work, my sister Patty is saying, wahoo. Anyway, does anybody have a question, everyone? I've talked for 6 minutes while people are getting in here. And let's see who has a question. Okay, thanks, Liz. Anybody got a question? I've had surgery. I'm just going to call on people. If I can't see who wants to be online, let's see. I can't read and talk at the same time is the issue. I can talk all day long, but if I have to read something, I can't do both. I don't know how anybody reads a speech or looks at notes on a speech. I'm having issues. So, let's see where we have. Oh, my phone's charging because it only says I have 45% left. How do you get the kids to clean? Okay, Sarah, I'm calling on you. Sarah Lee, I'm going to invite you to the broadcast. Here she comes. It's inviting her right now. I got to quit shaking my leg because I was shaking the camera.
Hi.
Hey, how are you?
Pretty good.
So, you're trying to get your kids to help?
I'm trying to get my kid to take care of her own room.
So, what do you say to her? How old is she, number one?
6.
6.
She's old enough to know better.
Well, wait. Tell me about your room.
My room's actually pretty clean.
Well, that's good.
Ed's made. The clothes are put away, at least mostly. Dresser's fairly clean. My room's actually
okay. I was gonna catch you there.
Oh yeah, no, my office is horrible, but my bedroom is fine. Oh, believe me, I spend my days in my office and I'm looking at it going, oh God, I need to clean it. But
well, you need to do that. So, cause see, her room is kind of like her office. Yeah. It's where she does things. It's where she does toys. It's where she does artwork. So that's kind of like her little office. Now, have you watched the video of Lil Mikey Petrowski doing his thing?
I don't know. I don't think
Liz is. It's on our YouTube. It's on our YouTube channel. It's on our Facebook page too.
Okay.
And he's 4.
Uh-huh.
And she made up some cards. Well, a 6-year-old, she might be able to write her name and stuff and draw pictures of things. So go look in her room and sit down with her on the bed and ask her what things need to be done in the room. Because if you just go tell her to clean her room, that's too broad for a 6-year-old.
Right.
So she needs specific things to do. So make some little note cards that say, just look around the room and see what's on the floor. Let's start with the floor. Are there toys in the floor? Are there shoes in the floor? Are there clothes in the floor? That's 3 cards right there. 1, 2, 3. Pick up your toys, put away your shoes, put the clothes in the dirty clothes hamper. Is there papers that need to be thrown away? That's a fourth card that needs to go in the trash. And then what else needs to be done in the room? The bed needs to be made, or sheets need to be changed. That's 5. And before you know it, you got 5 or 6 things. And she can draw a card, just like Go Fish, and pick a card and flip it over, and it tells her what to do. It's a game she can play by herself to clean her room instead of you fussing.
I'm trying not to, but I've tried positive rewards, negative. Yeah.
You hadn't made it a game yet.
I've got a toy box that if she gets things done, she gets rewards, but no, not really a game.
You got to make it fun. So it only takes her 2 minutes. You set a timer or put on some fun music, and you'll see her rushing around like crazy. Hi. She doesn't want to be on camera. I'm coming up with a game for you to play for your room with Mommy. So Mommy I'm going to teach you how to clean your room so that Mommy doesn't have to fuss. She's on the other side, I think.
She's pretending to be shy.
Okay.
Well,
that's
thank
okay.
you.
Well, tell her about the cards and let her recognize what needs to be done in her room. And then she can make these cards and draw some pretty pictures on them. And then she'll have her room clean in no time at all. Set a timer for 2 minutes and do 1 card at a time.
Sounds good.
And that'll be fun. Okay. See you, Sarah.
Thanks.
Bye. Okay, let's see who else. If I go over there, I think I need new glasses too. Where is my camera? Maybe I'm doing this wrong. Let's see. Who has a question? How do I get started purging? Oh, I know this one. I'm going to call on Carrie. Hey, Carrie. Let's get Carrie on here. Carrie Whitaker. I'm inviting Carrie. This is going to be fun. She declined. Okay. Well, her question was, how do I get started purging my clothes? Well, here's how I did it. I got some paper grocery bags. And they had shopping handles on them. And I got a bunch of them. And I take one of them into my closet. And I would look at my closet and just start on the left side and work in. And I would look at this thing, and if I hadn't worn it and I didn't like it and it didn't fit, I folded it up and put it in the bag. And boy, did I get I've gotten 5 bags of clothes, 2 bags of shoes, and a bag of books that I've gotten rid of this week. So I got ruthless. Now this closet right behind me used to have about 10 zip up clear plastic bags with clothes in it that I would take for a photo shoot. And I moved all of those into my bedroom closet. And then my hall closet was full of clothes too. And everything in the house that I put on my body that's a hanging item is in that closet. Now, it still needs to be sorted into tanks and overshirts and tunics. I've got 3 types of shirts that I wear: tanks, overshirts, and tunics. And I need to sort those, take them out of the plastic bags, and then put them back in the plastic bags and keep the ones out that I want to wear. But I'll put the winter stuff back in the plastic bags and keep the summer stuff out. But there you got it. That's how I purged all that stuff. and it's getting easier. The older I get, the easier it is to declutter. I don't know why, but it really does get easier for me to just get rid of stuff. Get rid of stuff because I am getting rid of the bed in my extra bedroom, hopefully today. If Rebecca's on here, come and get this bed because I want to turn the corner over here into my video studio. And I got this wild idea to go get a couple of barn doors and just hang them on the wall. Nothing fancy, but just hang them on the wall and put it behind me. And that way I won't have this blowing out green or this, and it'll look a little bit better. So that's my summer project for me. I decided just before the 4th of July that this was going to be my project to get this room back the way I like it. And we're getting rid of a pump organ in the front room, and I'm going to take a desk that I have in here into the front room. And once we get rid of the pump organ, and then I'm going to move my sewing machine right here. I have this pretty little sewing machine that I love, and I'm going to move it right where I'm sitting now. And then this room will look good again. And I have a whole situation here that's Robert just made do for me. That's some baskets that my printer sets on. So I'm hoping that by next week, this room is going to look totally different. And I'll give you a tour. We'll have the big reveal. Won't that be fun? Have a big reveal for getting my extra room done up. And I've got some pretty things to put on the walls, and I'm just really happy about it. So get a project that you just work on a little bit at a time, and before you know it, you're going to have a cleaned out closet and some other cubbies cleaned out. My husband couldn't believe how clean the hall closet was. He just was blown away that his clothes weren't crunched up into this much room. So I made him happy. I made me happy. And I'm going to have a room that I'm going to show you next week. That gives me a goal. Okay, let's see who wants to be on the show. Fell off the fly wagon. Any tips to get back on track? She isn't able to. Ask her to join us. Checking in. Sorry. If you are anemic. Oh, I use cast iron all the time, Jessie Ray. Cast iron is my favorite way to cook. I love using cast iron. I'm not anemic anymore, but I was for a couple of years. Let's see. Hey, Beth. Beth is a friend of mine from over the mountain. Okay. I'm seeing a blank screen. Yes, I am still on. Okay, somebody. Oh, I didn't freeze when I got the news about my health. I didn't look at it as bad news. I was thankful to get a diagnosis that I was diabetic because now I know what's going on. And it's important to accept things and not let them beat you up. We don't have to be beat up by what's going on in our bodies. We can change the way we think. Let's see, the question is, how do I do a load a day when the laundry is already piled up? Oh, I have an answer for that. Start sorting all the laundry into piles and grab every pillowcase you have in your house or grocery bag. Scary thing about grocery bags, they can be thrown out in the trash. But if you put the stuff in a pillowcase, it's one load of laundry. And if you have to, go to the laundromat and get all the quarters you can find and and go do laundry. And do it. I mean, it's like being in a sauna. Just think of it as a spa day. Take a book and stagger the washers so that they kind of all end at a different time. So, and have everything sorted, and then take hangers to hang things up and baskets to put things in so that you can put one person's clothes in each basket, and then you get all the laundry done, and then you can stay caught up. Now, another good way to do it, if you don't want to go to the laundromat, is to, instead of doing one load a day, do 3 loads a day and get caught up. And once you get started, it's kind of fun because you go downstairs and, well, I have to go to the basement, so I'm getting exercise going up and down the basement stairs. But I get things done, and it's kind of wonderful because you got laundry going, so I'll strip the bed and put that load in, and it's just, some of my things don't have to be dried. They just have to be washed, and I'll stretch them and hang them out. So, and then I'll do a load of towels, which it just makes it easy. You got to stay on top of it. That's the thing. We have to stay consistent. I don't know how long I'm going to be able to do this this show today, because for some reason my phone's not charging like I want it to. There, maybe it'll do it now. I have a charging case, but the case doesn't work if I've got this bezel on it. So let's see. You know, half the battle of doing laundry is getting it sorted. That's why we have a sorter. Okay, I'm gonna go, I don't know which way the feed's going. I want the feed to go again. Let's see, where is everybody? Thanks everybody for being here. I don't know where everybody is. I can't tell how many people are in the room, so I'm trying to look for questions. I guess I need 2 phones. Somebody could call me and give me the questions. Where, oh, where are all my questions? Okay, I'm just sitting here talking. Not talking is the issue. Okay, I need somebody to ask some questions now. I think I've answered just about all of them. Don't be shy. I may have to get an iPad and hold the iPad here, but then I wouldn't be looking at the camera. Okay. Tammy, are you here? Post a comment, Tammy. There we are. I'm going to get Tammy on here. She has an idea. We're going to try. Invite her to the podcast. Yippee!
Hey, Marla.
Hey, what you up to today?
Oh, I've been having fun today. I'm getting ready for a live game tonight with FlyLady Premium.
Oh, Tammy travels with me when we go to homeschooling conference. She does our homeschooling stuff, and she's been playing games on FlyLady Premium, and I've talked her into doing a game on here. You want to give them a little preview of what we do?
Sure. What I do with these ladies is I will pick a theme. So tonight we are going to do some decluttering in our zones. So I will give them a zone and I will tell them they have 5 or 6 minutes to deal with a hot spot, to declutter, do a 27 fling boogie, and get that clutter out of their house. And while they're doing that, I play your Fly Kids CD. And I try not to bounce on my little bouncy seat that you gave me, but a lot of times I'm doing this.
You're chair dancing.
And I'm seeing some of my ladies are commenting. Leisha and her Fly Kids join me. She has 3 kids, and they join me for the games all the time. I give shout outs to these kids who come and join us, and they clean their rooms, they pick up the house. We just have a great time.
Well, that's fun. That's a lot
It
of fun.
it
We
is,
used
and
to
we do
when we did the
bingo.
radio stuff. When we did when we used to do Blog Talk Radio, after every caller, which we didn't have, you couldn't see each other, but after every caller, the lady would give a mission. We'd send people on a mission, and then I think I could start doing that again with the different people we have coming on, and they go do a mission, and I'd play a song, but
Hmm.
I don't have a CD player in here. I have to figure out how to do that. So
Well, I have my
that could be
laptop here
interesting.
beside me, and I play from iTunes and play your CD from my iTunes so that we have that going.
Well, that works.
It does.
That works.
I saw a question. If they're interested, it's flyladypremium.com. It's pretty easy to find.
FlyLadyPremium.com. And my phone is going to die. I got 20% left. I don't know why it's not charging.
Oh,
Hold on a
no.
second.
Oh, no. And another question I saw, the FlyLady Premium app, FlyLady Plus, is not available for Androids. It is only set up for our iPhones and iPads. So it's not set up.
Yeah, ours isn't either. So they've been working on it, but it's just not the same programming language. It's a little bit different and difficult for them.
It is.
So,
It is.
yeah.
So the other game
Well,
that we do on Monday is our bingo game, like you do here on your page. And
oh,
it's
yeah,
always
that's always
fun to
fun.
see what they come up with that they assign to each of the letters BINGO. And for those looking for games at home with their kids to motivate them, do a quick bingo game. It is so much fun to see your kids just scatter to go do a quick mission for 2 to 3 minutes. It doesn't have to be long. That's where we get into trouble is we send them off and expect them to be gone 10 or 15 minutes, and their time span just doesn't work like that.
No, they can stay focused for a couple of minutes, about the
Hmm.
length of a song, and then that's it.
Yeah,
Well, thanks for
exactly.
coming on. Send everybody out with a mission.
Okay, they need to go take care of a hot spot because I know they've got one in the kitchen that's burning out of control on my flat surface.
Well, thanks for joining us today.
You're welcome.
See you.
I'll see you later.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
You may have to log off because I can't figure out how to do it.
Okay, let's see.
There we go. Okay, my phone is going to die. My son called me. He must not have been looking at the page. What is FlyLady Premium? FlyLady Premium is my nephew's business that he came to me a couple years ago and said, I have this idea, Aunt Marla. And he started FlyLady Premium, and you get a one-on-one mentor to help you stay committed so that you don't fall off the wagon. And I thought it was a great idea then. I still think it's a great idea now. And Tammy works with Alex, and it just really helps a lot of people who seem to be stuck. So if you haven't tried it, I want to bring your branded products. Oh no, we're not going to put our products in Walmart. That's just not how we work. We have a distribution company. We just not going to do that. We've got some of them on Amazon. Anyway, Amazon's taking over the world. So do call Justin and tell him I am on a show. And that way he won't call me back again. This is funny. Does FlyLady have a Facebook group? Yeah, we have a Facebook group. You're on it if you're watching this video. Let's see. Where else do you... Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm just going to quit looking at questions unless somebody raises their hand somehow, some way. I don't know how to delete stuff. Delete. Anyway, I just feel like I'm not getting anything done here. Any empty... Okay. Angie Grant. I first attempted following you over 20 years ago as a young mom. Now I'm an empty nester. Any empty nester tips? Okay, let me see if I can call on Angie. Invite Angie to a podcast. There we go. See if she will come on and talk to us about being an empty nester. That's always a tough time. When all the kids leave the house and you're kind of feeling, what am I going to do with myself now? She did not want to be on the video. Okay, well, let me talk about empty nesters for a little bit. The kids go off to college. They have a room at home. All their stuff from high school is still in their room. It's time to box up their stuff. Yeah, they don't want any of it. But if you put it in a Rubbermaid tub, I got one right here. See it? And you can fill that tub up with their stuff. And that way, you got it all in one place. And you can turn their room into a guest bedroom that they can use when they come home, each one of them. Or you can turn it into an office. I'm going to take this room, and getting rid of the bed means I don't have a whole lot of room for company, but I have a blow-up mattress in the basement, and I'm thinking about getting this fold-up mattress that I can put in this closet when everything's out of here. And that way, I can have company over, and I got 2 couches, one in the basement and one upstairs, so I could still sleep a bunch of people if I needed to. Okay, let's see who else we got here. And that way, you've repurposed their rooms. You still got room to sleep them when they come home, and you got to find something to do with yourself. So starting out, getting rid of the clutter is going to help you have a house that is peaceful. And without the chaos going on, with everybody running around, then you're going to have a home that is going to bless you. But you got to get the clutter out of the way. I think my phone is charging now. Okay. Any other questions? I also have deceased relatives' belongings I need to get rid of. Yep. That's always a tough thing to do. You don't want to do it too early because you might regret some things. But start getting rid of the things that you don't love, don't use. I saw the cutest little ideal yesterday. This precious lady hadn't miscarried. Her baby was born and he passed. And she finally decided after 2 years or several months to get rid of the things in the nursery because she didn't bring a baby home to the nursery. and she was selling his baby bed, and the lady was talking to the mom who lost her baby, and her husband was wanting the baby bed to make something out of it because it was some good wood. Well, when they got it in the car and his wife told him what had happened, he turned it into this lovely little bench, and he took it back to her in honor of her little boy that had died. And that was just, I cried when I read that last night on Facebook. And it just kind of, repurpose things, but you don't have to have them. I mean, the one thing I like to keep that has belonged to relatives is cast iron. I have a cast iron griddle that was my grandmother's. I have an iron skillet that was mother's, and I have a cast iron kettle that was this lady that really loved me, and she gave it to me. And those things mean something. In fact, she gave me this table right beside me. And you keep the things you love, but just like the organ that's in the front room, we don't love it anymore. And it was in Robert's basement when he was growing up, and it wasn't being used. And he doesn't love it, and his sister doesn't want it. So if there's some little church that wants it, we'd be happy to give it to them. It needs some bellows work done on it, but it's a simple repair. And it's time for it to find a new home. If not, Robert's going to bust it down and use the wood for stuff because he can and does. So it's hard to get rid of things, but once you start, it's much easier. And if you're uncertain about it, take a picture of it. And there's only been one thing I've decluttered over the years that I missed, and I knew who I gave it to, and I went and bought it out of her little antique mall. And it was a butterbean bowl that was my great-grandmother's. So be aware that sometimes it's hard to let go of things, but you can do it because the things are not them. Does that make sense? They loved you, but the thing is not them. Let it go. We've had people that held on to the last Kleenex box their grandmother ever used. It's trash, and throw it away. So let's see if we have any more questions. Let's see. Hi, Marla. I have over 300 boxes from, I don't know what that word is. Eventually, after getting back into selling our home, I am in chaos. I am so sad that we have to live like this and live in chaos. Well, you got to get rid of some of those boxes. I think that's living out of the country. You just got to start going through the boxes, but you got to make sure you got room in your home for them. And one at a time, just one at a time. And if you get something out you want to keep, then you got to get rid of something that's in your house. So I just call it upgrading from your storage stuff. Expatting, that's expatriate. Yeah, okay, I get it now. Finally, it was split and I wasn't making it make sense. What do you think about a capsule wardrobe? Minimalism. Well, I have a friend who has four shirts and two pairs of pants. And he loves being a minimalist, but his wife isn't. You know, it's girls, I don't think can do that. But you could try. You could really try. But we wear about the same 10% all the time. And this summer it's been capris and tanks for me. And because we've only had our air conditioner on for about a week now. And I'm very thankful that my air conditioner is on, that our air conditioner is on. But you can cull things down to where you have dress pants and a couple pair of jeans and some capris. I have my capris divided up. I have a basket like I showed you, and I got a divider in the middle, and I fold them up so they're just like cordwood. They're just They're like file folders. And so I have my yoga pants on one side and my capris on the other side, and I have tanks on one side of another one, and I have short sleeve shirts on the other side. And so it just, everything I wear every day is in the bathroom, and my dress clothes are in my closet. So that's how I deal with, I have like 7 capris and 7 yoga pants. And then I have about 7 tanks and 7 short sleeve shirts. So I've got plenty. I could go without doing laundry every day, that's for certain. But being a minimalist, you got to have a washing machine that works. Take it easy. Now, going on vacation, when you go on vacation, you don't take much stuff with you. If you go to the beach, you take several bathing suits and some shorts and some tops, and maybe a sweater if you're going to walk on the beach at night. So that's living. That's why we like to go on vacation, because we're living a minimalist lifestyle. Try doing that when you get home, living out of your suitcase, and you'll be surprised how easy it is. And it might help you to declutter a little bit more if you do that. So let's see if we got another question. We have, for our little county, Transylvania County, we have a Transylvania County group that's a yard sale group that you can post things on. And nobody wants my organ, so I may have to take it to my high school home ec teacher in West Tennessee, because she said she really wanted it. Well, how do you stay on top of cleaning with chronic illness? It's called a timer. Yep. You don't want to overdo, so you have to set your timer. So if you can get up and do 2 minutes, then do 2 minutes, and then set your timer for 15 minutes and rest. And then get up and do 2 more minutes. You'd be surprised how many steps you can get in if you do that in a day. If every 15 minutes you get up and do 2 minutes, you'll be blown away by what you can get done. And pace yourself. You don't have to rush in that 2 minutes. Just do what you can in that 2 minutes. And you're going to be blown away by how wonderful your house is going to be. Okay. It's really difficult being in a wheelchair and trying to declutter. Well, not really, because when I declutter, I'm usually sitting down. And you grab a box, put it on your lap, take it to another area if you need to, and just, or have a bag and roll around the house and declutter. Do a 27 fling boogie. We got to quit using excuses to not do things, because we can declutter sitting down. We can wash dishes sitting down if your house is built for it. You can do laundry sitting down. So you can fold laundry. I like to fold laundry sitting down. So there are lots of ways to do things. We just have to have a mindset that we're going to do it. I'm determined. Like I'm determined not to eat any sugar. Isn't that fun? Okay, let's see. I would suggest that everybody give up sugar. If you read that book, you won't ever put that poison in your mouth again. What to do with photos? How do I let go of some of them? Well, I was doing that last night. My computer is about full, 679 gigs, and most of it is pictures. So what I did last night, I deleted a bunch of pictures from 2012. I just picked one year while we were watching a movie, and my camera would take 3 pictures at one time. So I had a bunch of duplicate pictures, And I just started deleting and deleting, and I got rid of 16 gigs of pictures. And it was the most freeing thing ever. And I was just happy to get it done. And I'm going to do another year tonight. So if you've got printed pictures, I would sort them by year and put them into boxes a year at a time, and then sort through them. And that way, it's easier when you want to start putting together some photo albums for your children, for them to take with them when they leave the house and you become an empty nester. That's the one thing my mom did that I thought was wonderful. She put together these photo albums, but she had deleted and thrown away all the pictures of our father. So I found pictures on back of pictures and where they had been in scrapbooks. So you don't have to edit everything, like getting rid of your children's father. So let's see what else we got. How do I stay on top of dishes with no dishwasher? Angela, do you want to be on camera with me? Let me see if I can call on you. Invite Angela. Let's see if she will come on with me. That's a good question. Hey, Angela. It's taking a long time. I guess she didn't want to do it. So here's how you stay on top of dishes with no dishwasher. Clean out from under your sink. Yes, you heard me right. Get the mayonnaise jars and the vases and all those cleaning products you have under there. You need dishwashing liquid and a window cleaner and maybe some scrubber pads, and you rub a scrubber under there and get rid of stuff you don't use. And then I want you to get a dishpan. Yes, they still make them. And put a dishpan under your sink. And here's what you're going to do. When you dirty a dish, you're going to rinse it off and stick it in the dishpan. And then 3 times a day, you're going to wash dishes. Morning, afternoon, and after dinner. That dishpan's coming out. You're going to put the dishes in it, fill it up with hot soapy water, and put it and wash the dishes and dry them and put them away. Don't leave them sitting out. Dry them and put them away. So that's how you do it. But you got to have an empty cabinet to put the dishpan so that you have a place. All a dishwasher is your dirty dish disposal unit. And then that's where you put the dishes. That keeps the sink looking nice and clean. Now, another thing you can do is at the grocery store, there's a little thing in the cleaning aisle that you fill up with dishwashing liquid that has a sponge on the end, and it's like a wand. And you run the dish under hot water, use the wand to scrub the dish, rinse it, and then dry it and put it away. But you're doing dishes all the time. The dishpan keeps you focused on a place to put it. Okay. Flying with chronic illness. I think we touched on that, but you just got to pace yourself. Make sure you're taking your medications. Make sure you have routines for that. And when is your energy level the best? Is it in the morning, or do you get wired at night like I do? I think that's my ADD, but hey, if you will stay focused on when you have good energy and do 2 minutes and then rest for 15 minutes and do 2 minutes and rest for 15 minutes. I mean, we got a testimonial many years ago from a lady that was overweight like me, and she didn't have a whole lot of energy, and she needed to get curriculum for her children because she was homeschooling, and she would get up and do 2 minutes. And by the end of the summer, she was able to go out and buy her children's curriculum for their school for the next year. So you can build up your stamina doing this and get some sunlight. Take some of that 15 minutes and go sit in a sunbeam. That vitamin D, I think it's the cure-all. I think it's the one vitamin we're all deficient in, but I'm not. I take my vitamin D and I sit in sunbeams, and my vitamin D was real good. So let's take care of ourselves and pace ourselves. Because what is a 27 fling boogie? Okay. 27 fling boogie is a fun game we play. You grab a trash bag and you run around the house and gather up 27 items to throw away. Don't look back in it. It can be, like a sack that groceries come in, and tie it up and put it in trash. Done. Then you grab a box or bag and you run around the house and gather up 27 items to give away. Yep, declutter. You're going to be decluttering. So do it as fast as you possibly can. And if you have to, you have one of those grocery counters or little counters, you click, 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 click. Do that. Get one of those. They're like $1 at the dollar store. And you click, click, click. And gather up 27 items to give away. Take the giveaway box to the car right now. I'm guilty of this. Right now I have 7 bags sitting at my front door. 7 bags sitting because I thought my son was coming to get my truck. And so it's just, they're sitting there. But here's what you got to do. Get the clutter out of your house. If it's going in the trash, put it in the trash can and close the lid and throw something nasty up on top of it. Nobody will go after it then. That's the way to keep husbands from going through the trash. Is throw something nasty up on top of it. Kitty litter. That'll do it. Let's see. Who else we have here? Decluttering. There's lots of fun ways to do it. We're going to do it in our zones tonight. That's what Tammy is going to do. Maybe she'll play the game on our Facebook page. Let's see right here. One thing I did about my mom's last gift before she died, I was wondering. The answer was, I gave it. Oh, that was sweet. Well, everybody, we seem to be losing people. I don't know why. Anyway, I think it's because I'm trying to read too much and nobody come on with me. Okay. Liz will take care of people that are not nice. Anyway, this week we're in our main bathroom. Next week we're going to be in our master bedrooms. So let's start getting our habit this month is swishing and swiping. Y'all been doing that? Makes your bathroom always clean. And it's going to be a fun day in the neighborhood. I love you all. I can't wait to show you the big reveal next week. If not, I'll show you that it's still messed up. Either way, you're going to see it. I don't like it being messy. I'm ready to get the bed out of here. Don't like it. I want it gone. And I need help. Anyway, everybody, see y'all later. Keep flying.